Doing today on this beautiful Saturday evening? I am doing well. I'm sorry I couldn't get here earlier, which I will tell y'all when you show up, whoever's going to be with me tonight. But I had a fabulous day. It was wonderful. And give me 1 second. Just pull myself up here. And so I can talk to you guys. There I am. TJ's here. Boy, that was quick. I didn't even get myself pulled up, TJ. Hey, I have a question. I'm so glad you're here. Let me see if I can get that straight. 1 second. I was going to ask you, because it seems that I remember I think it was the night I did your last reading, that you asked in the comments if you could be a moderator, and I meant to come back to that. I think it was you, and I just got sidetracked and never responded. So I wanted to ask if I'm remembering correctly. Was that you, TJ? Hey, Jisoo, welcome. Welcome. Haley, hey, how are you, darling? You snuggled up with your kitty? Wasn't it a cat? You had a kitty? So TJ, was that you? Did I remember that correctly? Don't think it was you. Yeah, I don't know who it was. Somebody had snuggled up with your kitty. Awesome. Somebody had asked me that, and I couldn't remember. There's so many people in the chat. Sometimes I think I'm doing pretty good to juggle everything. Some nights it gets kind of crazy in here, but Is Willow the name of your kitty, Haley? TJ, before I forget, I do see your request for a reading. I'd like to see if some other people, new people, show up. Let me see who shows up tonight. If I have time, I'll do you maybe at the end if you are willing to stick around. Well, ladies, let me put it this way. You don't have to be a brand new subscriber, but I have read for both of y'all recently, and I like to do readings for people who have not got a reading. It's just the fair thing to do, right? I mean, I've got a lot of people showing up, and a lot of people need help, so I try to help new people, and then when I can, I'll come back to you guys. But I'm sure you can understand that. If it was, you know, I can't be your personal tarot reader as much as I'd love to. I have to spread that love a little bit. Hey, the kid. Hey, Wendigo. Is that correct? Did I say that right? Oh, let me see. Oh, you're only Frida. I had to look at your handle a minute to figure that out. You're only Frida. That's good. Hey, welcome. TJ, where are you from? I've forgotten if you've told me that. Forgive me. Okay, William, have I done a reading for you before, William? Hey, Crystal, welcome back. Danish. Oh, nice. I know it's cold over there, assuming you're there. William, hey, Jill, welcome, my friend. How are you tonight? Okay, then yes, William. I'm trying to fill these free spots with people that have not gotten a reading from me before. So, William, you are number one. But don't type your question yet. I like to greet people first, and then I'll ask you for your question, because it'll get lost in the feed if I don't do it that way. So hold your questions. You're only Frida. I am in Alabama, USA. That little piece of hair is driving me crazy. There we go. I am in Alabama. So what are y'all doing on a Saturday night besides obviously watching YouTube? obviously. Okay, Haley, thank you for dropping in though, sweetie. It's good to hear from you. Just a good lazy day. That's okay. Now, Chill, are you scaring William? Bye-bye, Haley. Take care, sweetie. You only have one sub. Well, are you making videos regularly? Are you, I see my mic is giving me trouble tonight. Are you making videos? What are you doing on YouTube? You're new? Well, I'll say it's kind of a slow slog. People don't think, they think they'll come on here and get 1 million subscribers, and it takes a lot of work. It really does. And depending on what the content you're putting out there, there are niches. This niche that I'm in is pretty full, I think, but I'm here doing my thing. Himanshu HP, what's your favorite zodiac symbol or sign? That's a little different answer, isn't it? Chill saying, nah, the truth cuts deep sometimes. Yeah, you shouldn't be scared. Okay, crazy world. Amen to that. It is a crazy world and crazy peeps out here. Crazy peeps. December would be Sagittarius and then early Capricorn. Isn't that correct? Hey Mary, welcome, and Muhammad, welcome. You're from Iran. You've been here before, I think, haven't you? Your name is unusual. Oh, your last name I'm looking at. Hey Kanaga, welcome. We just got the gangs getting all in here. I miss Moulet. He's on a plane to go back home to China today, so he won't join us. And I suspect Kat is already gone to bed, although she's sometimes a night owl because it's like 2 in the morning where she is. Stephen saying my wife's boyfriend is a Libra. I haven't known my mother was a Libra, but other than that, I haven't known too many Libras. Himanshu, symbol. Well, I'm going to have to pick me, which is Scorpio, because it's just such a cool, I just have to pick me. That's the truth of it. Hey, Christine. How are you tonight? And what, am I country? You could say that. I'm in the South. I don't live out on a farm or ride horses, but I have a Southern accent. Hello, Em, welcome. Aisha, welcome. How are you doing, darling? What's the worst sign? I would not have a clue about that. Oh, is it? Hage is high in Danish. Oh, I didn't know that. H-E-J means high in Danish. Well, how would I say that, though? I don't know. Your dad was a Scorpio? Well, all right. Hope he was a good, cool Scorpio. Hello, Travis, Logs Channel TV. And is the VT for Vermont? Is that where, is that right, Travis? Travis Logs Channel. I tell you, I'll start crying, so I can't talk about it, but my favorite home ever was a log house that my brother passed away. He built it, and it was his home, and I couldn't figure out a way to financially keep it, or I'd be living there right now. Kanaga's saying, I'm saying your Iranian fans are increasing. Oh my gosh. Well, how sweet. Gosh. Well, welcome to all of you. A very warm welcome. Thank you, Kanaga. I didn't know that. That's so sweet. Thank you, Chill, saying hit thumbs up for the accent alone. Well, you can't fake that. Well, I don't know. I suppose some people who are good and actors who imitate, maybe they could, but it's hard to fake it. Mary, no, I am not an astrologer. I am a reader and intuitive, and I do readings and tarot, and I'm going to start doing those in a moment. I just like to kind of greet people. No, it's a VTuber. Okay, okay, VTube. Gotcha. Not Vermont. That was a good guess, though, don't you think? I don't know if they can talk German or not. 2GD, I think I just answered that. And Sunshine Bunny, hey, welcome. Adriana, welcome. Thank you for being new here. A warm welcome to you. Bedroitz is in the house. Hey, sweetie. Oh, I am doing very well, thank you, tonight. Had a lovely day. I was planning to get on here. Jill saying, you can't fake you. No, you really can't. If you knew how weird and wonderful I am. I have to say that. I am. Wait, what was I was in the middle of answering somebody else. Did I miss? Oh yeah, I did. Okay, I got that. Oh my gosh, you're only free to saying I'm doing a face reveal next week on my channel. Well, good luck with that. That sounds exciting. Oh gosh, Sunshine Bunny, hey, how sweet. Let me get that's fine print. Thank you for the super chat. I'm trying to read that little print. It's difficult. Let's see. Okay, yes ma'am, I will get you in just a second. I do take these in the order of my requests. I've got William before you, Sunshine Bunny, and then you will be next. And I may ask you to post your question because it may get lost in the feed. So just, if you'll hang out with me until I get to you. Oh, well, gosh, thank you so much for your subscription, Sunshine Bunny. Thank you. Yeah, usually I'm shocked. I'm really shocked right now that it's taken this long to fill both slots because they usually go within literally 60 seconds, the free slots. And so, you never know here. Where are you, Dee? I am in. Did I forget to say my name? Y'all, forgive my manners. My name is Darlene. Thank y'all. I know Travis has been here before. I'm pretty sure I remember that handle. I am in Alabama, is where I'm from. Himanshu, that's right. I can lay the cards out, but I'm telling you, it's kind of, when you're reading for yourself, it's like confirmation bias. You know the story, so it's easy to, and oftentimes cards can be read a multitude of ways, so it's difficult to read for yourself for sure. Thank you for being patient, Sunshine Bunny. I appreciate you willing to hang out here with me a moment. I don't know a lot about gemstones, Kanaga, but citrine is supposed to be a good stone for attracting wealth and abundance. What have I got on tonight? This is my PU, pretending I don't know how you pronounce it. There's a couple of different ways, and it has citrine in it. Oh, maybe not can see that, but among other things. I do love pets. You're only free to. I do. Hey, Carl. It's Carly. Hey, welcome. Steve, you want to be in line for? I just want to know what I want to die. No, Steve. No dying, please. I like new country music, Adriana, not the old twangy kind. Tariq, I respect your opinions and your views and your choice in religion. However, do not continue to paste that over here because we don't do politics or religion, and I will block you. Okay, you're only free to. Thank you for stopping in there. Appreciate you. Have a great rest of your night. Oh, well, happy belated birthday, Travis. Happy belated birthday. Pure-blooded do not give up, ever. That's right, ever. That saying, it doesn't matter how many times you fall down. It only matters how many times you get up, right? You just got to get up one more time, then you fall. Okay, guys. Well, let me start here. Okay, Steve. Okie dokie. Got you. You are my number 2 free slot. And those are gone now. So no more free slots. And I have one more slot, I think, for a super chat. We'll see how that goes. All right, William, would you post your question for me now, please, again? Yes, it is. And I have an actual citrine, a different bracelet. I don't have it in here. It's in my other room. William says, I'm 72 years old, and I've had a hard time letting go about death. I wasn't able to say how sorry I was. So you're talking about a particular loved one that you had a hard time saying goodbye to, William? Hey, Ashish, welcome. So by the way, I only do readings with people that are here in the chat that I can talk with directly. So, you know, just to let y'all know, you have to stay here, because otherwise I won't be able to do your reading. Oh, thank you so much, Travis. I appreciate your subscription. Thank you. William, okay, thank you. And now I see it. It takes a minute for it to come up on my feed here. You know, well, I know it. Chill is my one of my best commentators and has a lot of great advice here. So what Chill said. Now, I will weigh in on this, William, because I am a medium and I talk to people that have crossed over. So let me reassure you. First of all, was this your wife? It feels like a woman, an older woman that you're talking about. But I'm not going to. I want to stay with your question. Let me stay with the thread here of your question. So this physical part of us here, this body, is just a suitcase that carries around a part of our being, our soul, if you will. But it's not the bigger, broader part of us. That bigger, broader part of us, too many B's, lives in the non-physical world on the other side of the veil, okay? And when we cross over, we don't have the same resentments or attachments or worries, stress, any of that. We don't take that with us when we're over there. So your person would know that. Now they can see, they know fully what you were going through, what you're going through now, by the way. They can and do visit you. And so what I would say, William, is talk to them. Say what you didn't say that you feel you wanted to say. Let me put it that way. Say the things, call that person's name, talk to them if they were sitting right next to you, because they just might be. Call their name, sit, talk to the person as if they were right there in the room with you. And say the things that were on your heart that you didn't get to say, because they do hear you. They do hear you, I promise you. Now, I would ask, maybe to add to that before you do that, you ask this person in particular, you ask them for a sign, something that you would connect with, that you would recognize, and you can get specific. For example, I'm trying to think of, they often communicate to us. Some of the more common ways they communicate with us are like feathers and birds, and they'll leave coins for us, or they'll um, you'll, excuse me, be thinking of them, and your favorite song will come on the radio that you might have shared with that person, or they'll flicker the lights, or you'll smell their perfume or their cologne, or some of those kind of 3D things that you associated with that person. And so you pick what that will be for you, whatever, like, if you're here and you're still watching over me, or you're still checking in on me, that's a good way to say that. Show me a blue feather, or I'm just making that up, but whatever that might be for you. Now, the thing I would say to you is this: be mindful that it might not be literally a blue feather on the ground that falls at your feet. You might be driving your car and see a bumper sticker on somebody's car that has a blue feather on it, or a billboard that has a blue feather on it. Or you might be watching TV or YouTube and somebody has a vase with a blue feather in it or something. So it can come to you in a lot of ways. So broaden your perspective in terms of what that might look like coming to you. But I highly recommend that you do that, William. They're listening. They listen, and it's so difficult. I know, because I mean, I lost my brother 3 years ago, and I still cry. I still miss him, but also it's our we put in place a boundary, because obviously we're in a physical world, that person, because we can't see them and touch them and kiss them on the cheek or whatever, is no longer, they're just gone. And that's not true. They're just not in the physical body. Their essence, their soul, their bigger being is right there with you. And so you just have to open up the possibilities in your own mind of how they can come to you, and how they're just not where you're looking for them. They're still around. They're just not where you're looking for them, which of course would be in the physical body, where you could sit and talk to them out loud, or they could talk to you back out loud. So that's my recommendation for you, William. I hope that helps. I do, because like I said, I do this. I know for certain. I've delivered too many messages for people that, they see something that's going on in your life, and they'll give me a message, and the person will say, "Oh my God, I just did that yesterday. I was just having that conversation." So rest assured, they're not gone, and I hope that you will do this and sit down and have that conversation that you needed to have. It's clearing and healing for you. It's lightening a burden for you, but it goes out. It is heard, I promise you. So I hope that's helpful, William. Please let me know. I haven't seen that you've commented here, so I'm presuming you're still here and listening. I hope. Okay, there you are. I see you now. You're very welcome, and my heart goes out to you. It's not easy to lose anyone, and particularly, I think it's harder when we don't get closure, or we don't get to say those things that are on our heart. So wishing you many blessings, William, and I hope that that helps. So thank you for being here. Okay, William. Thank you, Jill. Yes, they have been filled. Appreciate you doing that, Jill. Okay, Sunshine Bunny, would you post your question for me again, please? Because it's way up there in the chat. And Travis says he had to go, but was stopping by, so thank you, Travis, for that. Ashita, am I saying that correct? Kumar, welcome. Thank you for the new subscription. I appreciate you very much. I'm in the IT field. Meaning career. Okay, gotcha. Dale, do you have a foot fetish? Sneakers. Okay, Stephen, Stephen says, please tell me my stuff. Stephen, I take the requests and I do the readings in the order that they come in, so you are after Sunshine. If you're the same Steve that requested, I mean, there could be more than one Steves here, but okay, you're back. Okay, good. You're only Freda. You're back. Cool. Okay, Sunshine Bunny, here's your question. How is Bryant currently feeling towards Whitney? Okay, thank you. Let's get a deck here. What deck, please, for this reading? Between Bryant and Whitney, what deck, please? Okie dokie. Okay. Please and thank you. Tarot, please show me, how is Bryant currently feeling towards Whitney? Please and thank you. Jill. my commentator, I love it. I love it. Steve, I appreciate your request, and maybe you're in a hurry, but I'd take them in order. So if you can't wait, I'm sorry, you'll have to come back another time. My goodness. Well, that was short. Okay, I'm done. Sunshine, I'm not kidding. I have never, no, one other time have I ever had a reading that I asked the question and it was a very clear answer, one card. They're crazy about, I mean, this is the cup of love, the ultimate cup of love here. I mean, my gosh. Hey, Perry, welcome. Good to see you again virtually. And they could well be coming in to talk about it. Now, if these people were in a breakup, there may be reconciliation on the table. I mean, I already answered your question, but I'm just kind of looking here. Yeah, somebody says, I want to give it another try. I just can't. It's hard for me to put this burden down. I'm feeling overly emotional about it, and I want justice here. I want things to be right. I'm not happy with things the way they are. I know we need to change this situation. Maybe I was a little selfish. Yeah. How about that? How about that for quick? I know, right? Well, you saw the card come right out of the deck. I'm loving it. Wow. Okay, if only I could get them all to be that fast. I could do 10 readings every live, but you know me. It usually, there's a whole backstory, right? But I've been asking my team to please make it clearer, quicker, and all that. So maybe they've listened. Well, there you go, honey. I mean, I'm not going to mess with that. That's a good reading. I'm not going to, no need for me to dig there. That's beautiful. There's your answer. And so, yeah, the Judgment card, I don't always read it as, where is it, as a reconciliation, but it certainly felt that way. There it is. Because it's between, it's influenced by the cards that are around it. Between, I want to come in and talk about this, have a conversation that might be a little difficult, that I'm feeling very burdened and weighed down, but I want to keep going here. This is the Wounded Warrior. So that reads reconciliation to me. Anyway, okay, hope that helps, Sunshine. Thanks again for you being here. And for the super chat. Thank you so much. Okay, Steve, you can post your question now. Kanaga, I was just reading your comment here. There's a very famous professor in the field of homeopathy in Iran. He's very famous. He's planning to create a training course at the university, but he only enrolls doctors. Does that mean you want to participate, but you're not a doctor? Is that why you're sharing that? Hey, Ems, welcome. I had a feeling, Sunshine, that you were one of those characters. I had a feeling. That's okay though, because we don't have our real names out here on YouTube. That wouldn't be smart. I get it. I get it. But I'm glad there was a happy reading for you. I presume you want that outcome. Nancy, my free readings have been spoken for tonight. I do have a super chat for $5 slot if you would like that. Oh my gosh, Perry, what? What? I've got to get some sound effects or something in here, or get some pom-poms or something to cheer people on. That's awesome, Perry. My God, that's awesome. I got goosebumps. I swear, I promise you, I've got goosebumps. So you practiced that law of manifestation, didn't you? You did it and it worked. What a great testament. That is awesome. Oh, I swear I got goosebumps all over. That's awesome, Perry. Thank you for sharing that news. Wow. Harakash, welcome. Where am I going? What does that mean, Steve? You mean in life? Or you got to be a little bit more specific with your question than that. I mean, you don't have to be, but I can get a better answer if you can get more specific, please. Oh, you're welcome, Sunshine Bunny. You are very welcome. Glad it was good news. I want to say this right. Ishita, is that correct? I am only taking, I have filled the free readings. I have one more super chat. If you'd like to buy that, it's $5 or up. Yes, Perry, yes, yes. Well, you keep doing it, man. See, and it's so rewarding, and it feels, because we talked about feelings. It's such a great feeling that now you've got that experience. You can hang on to that feeling to manifest other things. Oh, yeah, I remember what that feels like. And just milk it. Just milk it. Steve, I would appreciate a little more kindness in your tone. I know you want the reading. I never said I wouldn't do your reading, honey. I'm right here. I'm going to do your reading. You just want to know, where am I going? That's a very, what you don't, people, you don't know what you don't know. I get it. You don't know what you don't know. Who said that? Dr. Phil, maybe? Do y'all know who said that? All right, Steve. Well, I don't need tarot cards for that, Steve. Now I get the gist of your question. I understand your question now. Thank you for that. Well, let's talk about that, because that's not a tarot question. That definitely is not a tarot question. That explains a lot, because I'm sitting here asking what deck for you, and none of them are speaking to me. So thank you. Now I understand a little bit more. Steve, I'm going to put it to you straight, man, because I don't sugarcoat things here. You're going to where you believe you're going. Bottom line, that's it. If you believe there is a hell and you've done things in this lifetime to go there, then you'll go there. And vice versa. Now, what I will tell you is, if you've done things in this lifetime and, that you wish you hadn't, get busy doing better. Get busy doing good deeds. Get busy. Thank you so much, Nancy. I see your super chat, and I will put you on the list here, darling. Thank you. So, Steve, wait one second here. Let me write her down, because I don't want to forget. But here's what I will tell you. When you cross over, depending on how you lived your life, We all have a life review. Common knowledge that's talked about all over the world, right? Every culture talks, well, I shouldn't say that every culture, but it's considered pretty common knowledge that you experience a life review after you leave the physical body. Okay. Now, depending on how you did, you may need to, there's a transition. Okay. Here's what I need to say. There is a transition between when you leave the physical body and when you fully reemerge back into the non-physical, as I was just speaking about. So if you weren't here for that, and I think you were, Steve, I don't know if you ran out to take the garbage out to the curb or whatever, I don't know, but hopefully if you didn't hear it, go back and rewind when I was talking to William. Yeah, it was William I was talking to about what it's like on the other side when you cross over. So if you've done some things here and your majority of what you've done here, maybe you're questioning, that's why you're asking this question, that those things were not wonderful, then you're going to be, your transition will be longer. I will tell you this, there is, and it won't be as happy a place as, let's use the word heaven, because most people understand that. Personally, I do not believe there is a literal hell where people burn and all that stuff. I just don't believe that, not for a minute. If anything, heaven and hell are right here on earth. We all live it every day of our lives, you know, those kinds of experiences. But I do think that your transition may be a little longer and a little more difficult. There you go, Juanelle. Thank you. Love you being here, BFF. Thank you. So, yeah, there's a big, long life review. Now, because I'm also a medium and I've seen and heard things and talked to people on the other side, it can feel unpleasant. I won't lie. Because some souls, again, it's like they are lost more than, it's not like the burning hell that we are taught. It's not that. But they tend to wander. If you can't accept what you've done and want to change, you know, some things on a soul level, then it's going to be harder for you to transition. And gosh, am I saying that the way I want to say that? I think I am. You always said, Steve is saying, I always said I'm going to defeat evil. Well, there you go. But I'm a big proponent and teacher of law of attraction. And so, Steve, I will tell you, get busy believing and envisioning what you're wanting in the afterlife. If it's a beautiful place and you know that you've done enough good deeds to whatever to be there, then that's what you'll experience. Because literally, you know, we create the world with our thoughts, and if you're, you know, worried about it, and I hope you're not, it sounds more like you're just maybe a point of discussion here. That's beautiful then, Steve. That I like that. I always said I'm going to defeat evil. Well, there you go. So, you know, get busy being clear about what you think that might look like and envisioning some positive things about what you think that might look like. That would be my recommendation for you, Steve. Gosh, I hope that helps. You know, I read and I'm a medium and I'm, you know, have great, good intuition. But you're asking me, do I see in my crystal ball something? No, because there's this thing called free will, and you have full control over that. You have a contribution, what's the word I'm looking for? A pointer, as it were. You're the magnet for that experience. So depending on what your beliefs are, is what you're likely to experience when you cross over. So that's what I have for you. I hope that helps, Steve, and thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. No, Chill, I don't have a crystal ball. I have not. I have crystals, but I don't have a crystal ball. No. Let me go catch up on a few of your comments here. And Nancy, then you will be next. Well, Chill, I think we have beings that are bigger than life over there on the other side that will help us with that review. Our guides and angels and ancestors probably all contribute to that. Makar, good evening and welcome to you. Thank you for being here. However, Makar, my free readings have been spoken for, so just letting you know that. I have one more super chat available. If you're interested in that, they are $5 tonight as a starting point. Thank you, Langland. I'm squinting because I need to really put my glasses on. So Jody, assuming you're here, you heard what I just said about the free readings are gone. Guys, I'm planning to be back tomorrow after lunch sometime. I was late today because it was so beautiful here. It was 60 something and we're about to get down in the 16-degree mark. So I had to go and get outside a little bit. So I'm a little later today, but probably tomorrow I will be here after lunch sometime. If you want to try back again, if you're subscribed and you've hit that notification bell, YouTube will notify you, but they do go quickly, the free ones. You're very welcome, Steve. It was a good question, and once I understood kind of where you were going with that. Thank you for being here, if I didn't say that. There, amen, Chill, that's right. Yeah, thank you, Jody. Me too. Oh, it was a sunny, beautiful, warm day, like 61 or 2. I don't know what the actual high was, and I just had to get out. It was too pretty. And then when I looked at the forecast, it's going to be, I don't know, in the teens here. And then we've got snow predicted Tuesday and Friday this week. Y'all, it's Alabama. We don't do snow here. I say that every time. So I had to get outside. Okie dokie, Nancy, let me get back up here to your question, honey. Thank you for being patient and letting me greet some more people. And then let me get a little sip of tea and we'll get on with your... Oh, Lord, Chill, 4 degrees. Yeesh. 4 degrees. Like spring, but winter will set in. 4 degrees is spring for you there. Well, yeah, well, that's why I don't live up there. I don't live up in the cold. All right, Nancy wants to know about Scorpio's feelings toward her. All righty, what deck? For Nancy, please. Oh, well, this one, we're going to keep this one. Okay, cool. It's cozy. Only if you've got a roaring fire or a wood stove and you're sitting next to it, Chill. Yeesh. You wouldn't last long down here in the July and August in the South. I'm just saying. Yeah, I knew you were in Canada. Just, yeesh. I know. Amen, Daniel. I'm with you. Fist bump. I'm with you. Y'all keep all that Arctic stuff up there, please. We are tired of them. Amen. We're just not built for that down here. Oh, Lordy. Okay, let's get to Nancy's reading. All right, Miss Nancy. We're asking, how does your Scorpio feel about you right now? We're asking, how does your Scorpio person feel about you? Excuse me. Yeah, apparently, Chill. Stop that. We don't want them. Show me, please, how does Nancy's Scorpio friend feel about her? This deck is slow to talk. Let's try to be patient. That was me talking to me. It's so lovely. I know I shouldn't say that out loud. Let me knock on wood. I started saying, it's so lovely. I hadn't had any trolls tonight. How wonderful. That I know of, unless, well, now you might have taken care of that. Okay. Try this. Retro. Okay. Oh, goodness. Confused. Feeling like he needs to make amends because some kind of... Well, let me start at the beginning, Nancy. Like, I say he, Nancy, it could be, I don't know what your person is, he or she. This person, your Scorpio, says, well, I want to work on this. I know I need to work on this. I need to make some kind of choice. I'm thinking about it. I'm trying. It looks like maybe I have made a choice because my hand is on this one and my body's turned away from this one. So it looks like I'm making a choice. And the choice might be that I need to make amends here. I might have played some mind games with you, Nancy, but I know I need to make amends. And I might have played some mind games with you that had to do with being selfish or shallow or... That's the King of Wands. Being too much for too much of a good thing is what I started to say, but not in a good way. But I really do care about you, Nancy. Truthfully, I do. Straight up. You were here. You heard me talk about the Ace of Cups in the other reading, right? And I'm slowly coming out of this confusion that I've been in. And I realize that I haven't changed, or something here hasn't, or I'm resisting change. I'm resisting transformation. That so far, this transformation that needs to happen has not happened. But I don't really want it to be over with. I don't want it to be over with, Nancy. I realize there's disappointment here. There's a lot of disappointment here. And I'm having a hard time. This has been a really heavy burden, and I'm having a hard time putting this down because there's been conflict here. There's been conflict in this situation. And maybe A, I don't have clarity, or B, very well might not have been completely truthful with you, or there could have been angry conversation of some kind. All right, let me see what else comes out. How am we doing it so far? Me and Scorpio got into a huge fight regarding a third party. Well, yeah, that was my guess. Because of, well, it was my feeling. Mainly just because I felt it, yeah. Mainly because I felt it. Yeah, because... In reverse, the Empress is saying there's a lack of nurturing and expansion. That, you know, I've lost my confidence now. And it had to do with passion. Yep, that's where I was going with that. Okay, what else? Well, now you know. I guess I can stop now, right, Nancy? That's it. Third party. Yeah, I knew what you meant. I felt it here, even though I didn't have those cards. Anything else? Ooh, that came out. All right. And there she is. Presumably, yeah, judgment. Now, you heard me talk, Nancy, because you were here when I was just talking. I did a reading. Don't you start bad mouth on my Scorpios, chill. We've had this talk. You're doing that just to get my ire up, aren't you? I know you are, because you know I'm a Scorpio. You know I'm going to fight back on that one. You're funny, Jill. You know. That's funny. I like your sense of humor, though. So in the previous reading, I talked about judgment being a reconciliation. And it could be here. But I got to tell you, this has got a whole lot of karma coming off of it, right? This is saying, oh, whole lot of karma, because, yeah, and all these plans I have now fallen through because of, wait for it, drum roll please, this Queen of Wands. She's my third party queen. Now, there's no gender in tarot, so I don't know if it was another man, another woman. I don't know who's what here, but that is my third party. This can also be plans that fall through, but it can be divine timing. Yeah, well, timing is everything when you're trying to keep things secret, aren't they? Just saying. Yeah, I was, too full of myself. I was too full of myself, and now my starts a House of Cards. Yeah, House of Cards has fallen down because this is Ten of Pentacles in reverse. The rug's been pulled out from under me. This is the lack of stability. Could even have to do with money, right? Yeah, I know this needs to be balanced, but ooh, I'm too busy. I'm too much over here being I was too much over here being a player, and that brought the tower down. That brought the tower down, and now look how I am now. I am all up in my remorse and regret. Now, this is in reverse. It's saying I'd really like to, I'm really trying to get over that, but, and I'm still working on healing this. Yeah, out in the cold. But this is in reverse. I'm out in the cold here. You see that person standing outside the door in the snow. It's in reverse. That means I want to come out. I'm wanting to come out of that, experiencing abandonment and whatever. Oh my God, all these, yeah. I'm ready to put my walls down here, and I don't want to walk away. I really don't want to walk away. I'm having a lot of anxiety, depression, sleepless nights over this. And then if y'all were married, then this is the marriage or twin flame card. But it can also just mean a long-term relationship. Yep. Yeah. I'm holding on tight. Sometimes that means too tight. And I did something reckless. The Fool in reverse can be, I'm afraid to take a leap, or it's complete. I mean, he's taking a leap in the upright. That's considered somewhat reckless, but in the reverse, it can be generally reckless. Yeah. And so I think that means I'm afraid to, because the Knight of Pentacles is in the reverse. He's the slowest moving energy in the tarot in the upright, but in the reverse, it's like nada, nothing's happening, no movement, nothing. And yet, I want to come. I want to talk about this. So that's interesting. This is the fastest moving card in the tarot. But I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse me. Apologies. Another woman. Yep, that's what I thought. Sakshi, my free readings for tonight are full, so I don't have any more of those slots available. I have one, I think, more slot for Super Chat. Those are $5 or more if you'd like to contribute more. Otherwise, I will be back tomorrow some point. If you are subscribed and you've hit that notification bell, you'll get notified. So you can join me then. And so that message goes also to you, TT Babe. Nancy saying, I'm a Gemini, and he said some harsh words to me, and third-party woman, fire sign. Yeah, eesh. Scorpios and their fire signs. I can't tell you how many of those t-shirts I have. You know I'm a Scorpio, right? Plato, thank you so much. Mike, thank you for your subscription. I just saw that too. I don't have any more free slots. Those slots are gone for tonight, but I do have a slot left for Super Chat if you'd like to do that. Those start at $5. One question. Oh, goodness, Nancy. He said he never wanted to see you. Well, we say a lot of things in the heat of the argument, don't we? Yeah. Are you saying about things? We say a lot of things. Yeah, Dee Dee. Yeah, I agree, Dee Dee. Yep. I ask in my mind, I didn't ask it out loud, but I ask in my mind, what would his potential actions be? And I cut the deck, and I have this. Now this, in the upright, is an ending all day long, but in the reverse, it's saying, I'm getting over, I'm not, wait, let me say this right. I don't want it to end, or I'm having trouble getting over an ending. So I don't care what he says. He's not all rainbows and unicorns. Yep, look at that. Three of Swords. Now that is my definitely third party hurt. Now it's in the reverse, so it says I'm healing. I'm healing from that. And there's that Knight of Pentacles in the verse. So it's saying, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm not coming. I'm not. So you ask what the feelings are. These are the feelings. Now I don't see any action here, Nancy. I don't. I don't. Anything else you want to tell Nancy, please? I love it when tarot backs me up. What did I just say? I don't see any cards of communication. This is the card in reverse of no communication. Let's see. What was on the sword? A heart. Let me see which sword. Oh, that Three of Swords you're talking about, Chill? Wait a minute. I have to find it again. Hang on. Three Swords? Yeah, because this is a little different deck. I love this artwork. Let me find it for you. Oh, no, it's actually a rose. And wait a minute. These cards are really beautiful and thick, but they're kind of hard to handle. I'll show it to you in the upright. It's a rose. Yep. And, you know, the petals are falling off the rose she's holding here. In other words, the bloom is off the rose. Yep. Dee Dee, I'm not exactly understanding your comment. She's saying stop painting pictures of other party responses and not putting the actions in the image that leads to what the viewer is looking at. Well, let me explain to you how I read, Dee Dee. And you can read cards however you want to. And frankly, this is I say this a lot here, guys. I don't predict the future. I'm the first to say that. I don't want that responsibility. However, what I do and what other tarot readers do, whether they know they're doing it or not, is we're picking up a potential out of the quantum field. There are many potentials up there. Just at this one moment in time, this is a snapshot of what's going on. Tomorrow, 5 minutes from now, that can change because people have free will. I never say I'm predicting the future. I'm very clear that I do not. I'm picking a potential, one potential, at this moment, the likely potential of what's going on. So let me be clear about that. Nancy, I answered that. That's what that card means. That is the cup of love, yes. Oh, Dee Dee, my apologies, and I thought you were saying that to me, and that's probably why I didn't understand. It wasn't meant for me. So thank you for clarifying that. Thank you. Um, you know, Nancy, I won't presume to know what motivates people and what motivated your person for doing this. I won't, because there's always two sides to every story. But I would be remiss if I didn't talk about law of attraction. You attracted this. It's, you know, you're not a victim. You're a creator. And so you need to look at what part you created here. And you need to take responsibility for that, because somewhere in you there is a wound that was created by, probably it's something that happened to in your youth, in your childhood. Most of the time it's things that happen to us in our childhood that, and particularly, for example, Amen, chill, preach it, chill. Thank you, Dee Dee. I appreciate that. And it's mutual. I mean, oops, we all have different backgrounds and different ways. And you know, our intuition is different. And that's why each one of us reads things differently, because our own personal intuition is speaking. But just one second here. Right. Devin is making a good point. Let me read this to y'all. Devin is saying consciousness, communicating with itself through us. It's just hard for most to understand that everything is happening all at once. Just got to be in the moment, and you will see the message for you. That's a good point. Yes, it is. It's all happening at once. So what makes, which leads segues, yes, nicely into the point I'm making. All of the potentials are in the quantum field, but what brings that specific experience down here into the 3D is your belief about something, your subconscious beliefs about something. So Nancy, somewhere in there, you've got a belief that people abandon you, people you love abandon you, or I'm not worthy of my partner's devotion, or somewhere in there there's a message that's on a gerbil wheel in your subconscious that's creating that energy, and so that then shows up in the 3D world. So you need to change your story. You need to create a new story and not live in this old story. And you know, well, I'm not even going to go there, but that's a longer conversation. But I hope that you will take that to heart, because that's, if you noticed earlier, Perry in the chat made a comment about manifesting $1,000. Well, Perry, I had a reading with Perry, and we talked about law of attraction, and he said, I just manifested $1,000 because he started, I said, go and learn, go and educate yourself about this and how it works. It's real, you guys, it's real. Just saying. Kat saying, speaking about law of attraction, oh wait, Kat, let me get on the edge of my seat here. Kat and I had a long talk last night. She and her friend were not doing well. Speaking about law of attraction, I sent a birthday video to my ex, totally chilled, positive, good. And I didn't mention Tinder at all. That's what we talked about. Awesome. Even said, I hope he shares that one day in family or friends or with a special person. I don't know if you are dating, but I wish you all the good, that you'll find what you look for in life, was my video. Oh, Kat, I'm so proud of you. I'm reaching through the screen and I'm patting you on the back. I am so proud of you. That's beautiful. Awesome. That's right, Devin, because it uses us to speak from every point of view. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate the compliment. Well, Dee Dee, that was an assumption on my part, that you were a reader, because most people don't wouldn't make a comment like that. And I do have other readers that come in here and comment, so that's okay. I mean, either way. Past reality says, it's not your fault that it happened, but it's your responsibility to heal. That's true. Kat saying, I didn't say you have Tinder, but yeah, okay, good. You didn't say anything about Tinder, that's good. Treated him as a friend, you don't need to be needy. That's right, you don't need to be needy. That's negative energy. You won't get what you want like that. Devin is saying most of all the conversations we have is with our I think you mean with our subconscious. Yes. Thank you, Kevin. I'm a Southern girl, no question about that. Yes, Nancy. Oh, really? Yes. I'm so proud of you, Kat. No kidding. Yes, you did that. Even if you were dying inside. Girl, I've been there. I know it. He will wonder why she's so friendly. Yeah, now I wonder if he will reply. And yeah, I didn't say I love you or miss you or anything. Girl, you handle that like a pro. I'm so proud of you. That's awesome. Hey, Quattro. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Let me catch up. So I think that's all of the super chats that I've gotten so far, unless I missed one. Oh, Southern Georgia. I was born and bred and born in Georgia, and have spent the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 decades, I don't know, since 94. What decade was that? 3 years, 30 years here in Alabama. So, in the South. Oh, Kat, you did not. You are so generous. I can't even with you. Thank you. I don't mean to sound ungracious. Thank you, but good gracious, girl. Well, thank you for that compliment. Some people, I know for eons, some people who heard Southerners talk thought we were stupid. We're stupid like foxes down here. Y'all just need to know that. Hey, Haley, you're back? All right, we're doing, you were here, Haley. Did you hear Kat's reading? You were there for most of that, weren't you, last night? So we're going to check on Kat. You need to go back up there and read what Kat said, because this is a continuing saga with Kat and her friend in Korea. The color of my blouse, is that what you were saying, Nancy? Oh, well, that's so kind. Thank you. I've just been in this pink phase for about 2 years now. I mean, I would probably wear it just about every other day anyway. Thank you very much. Yeah, I love this. I love it. In fact, sometimes I go into my closet and it's not about, it's like, what color am I wearing today? It's not even about the thing or what it looks like, what color. And it's like I'm feeling color these days. Well, it's kind of okay, let's talk. Technically, I think I would call this fuchsia, if we want to talk about technical names for colors. I would call this fuchsia. Any of my other artists out there like to comment on that? Okay, Haley. All right, so Kat, let's see. Oh, wait, I missed your last one. He said, you're saying he was okay. Instagram watched my story, so he was awake. Maybe he saw my video. Okay. All right. Pink and black. Well, I know. See, and I love that. Yes, pink and black. I know. Black is my other, those are my colors. Absolutely. And I won't go near green. Oh God, makes me ill. You just don't know how bad that looks on me. Or I used to wear it when my hair was more blonde or had blonde highlights. My hair was brown, but I used to wear a lot of creams and peaches, and I can't do that anymore now that my hair is gray. You're saying, but WhatsApp, you don't have to see the blue tick, the video is saved. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about that, Kat. I know that you can block people, or, you know, I don't know. I think depending on your settings, they can see if it's been viewed or not. They can see who's viewed it. I believe that's right. Pink, black, and yellow. Yeah, I don't know if I can wear yellow anymore. I'd probably look pale and washed out if I did, Nancy. But that's a good, I love it. Just can't wear it. Well, that's good, Kat. Again, I'm just proud you did that. Okay, we're going to ask, and your actual question was, how is he, what will he respond, or how will he respond? What deck for Kat, please? What deck for Kat? Okay. I don't use this one very much, but okay. Oh, hey, Maria, welcome back. Thank you for joining us tonight. All right, we're asking for Kat what his reaction will be. Will he answer back? I know. No word about, that's right. You handled it. Not kidding. You handled it like a pro. That's exactly what I was hoping you'd do. Well, that's a little conflicting. God, see these. There is, okay, now you know I got to read the card. This is not a yes or no. Ooh, chill. Ooh, chill's done said it out loud here tonight. Well, if I have to say, it looks like you probably won't, but I will pull more cards. But initially, Temperance card is in reverse. The Chariot is in the upright. So things are not balanced right now. They're in disharmony. This could be saying, I'm moving on, and I'm leaning that direction. I'm being strong. I'm owning my power, and I'm walking away. Even though I feel this is a difficult decision, I'm making plans. But yeah, let me get some, let me see what else comes out though. Oh, Michael, that's very kind. Thank you. Well, you certainly don't have to be into cards to be here and be in this community for tonight or whenever. We have a nice group of people here. And we don't just read cards. We do talk about other things. We talk about esoteric things and metaphysical things and spiritual things. Not religious, but spiritual. So if any of that interests you, hang out with us a bit. All right, Kat, I don't know. Let me see. Will he respond? Ooh, well, I think this is maybe his reaction. That may be his reaction. Let's see what else comes out. Ooh. That same energy. um, because it's a positive message, so what can he lose saying thanks? Nothing other than it opens the door. And I think that's not where he is right now, which we've talked about, right? Thank you, Kat, for that. Well, Michael, we have certainly, I can see the truth in that statement. I can see that perspective. We certainly are all connected, for sure. Who was it that I remember hearing that first? There's only one of us here. Who said that? Was it the guy that wrote the book Conversations with God? Is that where I heard that first? There's only one of us here. I might be remembering that incorrectly, but so Kat, Queen of Swords in reverse. That is cold. That's somebody being cold and detached. Even, yeah, that's enough said. Cold and detached. I think he's, now this is a different energy than I normally get off of this Four of Pentacles, because I'm drawn to the, if you can see the buildings in the back and behind him. This card is usually called the Miser card. It means holding on, scarcity. It means, you know, just what the picture implies. I'm holding on to tightly to my money, for example. But I'm drawn to the buildings, and the energy I get from this is like, I'm holding back. I'm holding back. I'm going to go out there in that city, in those other villages and towns, and see what's there. That's okay. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, stick around. I think I've answered your comment here. I like that, Chill. Yep, yep. Oh, well, let's see. So, as I was saying, and I know we've talked about this a couple times in your reading. It's the theme that keeps kind of coming up for you. It's not my most common meaning, but this is, I'm afraid to pick one of those wands because I want to play it safe. I don't want to have to make a choice. I don't want to have to choose that one. I want to play it safe, so I'm just not going to make a decision here. I'm not going to choose that. Even though there's love here, we're coming right back to the messages that always show up for you. Even though there's love there, and a desire to forgive, but there's also conflict and competition. Sometimes that means other people. Yeah. I'm exhausted from this. And I've also gotten that energy from him before. He's tired. I remember getting, wasn't it the 9 or 10 of Wands I think I got for you? Was that last night's reading? That it's a heavy burden. Yeah. And so here again, I think that he's just saying, no, I'm going to stay over here where it's cold, or I'm abandoning you. Kat, I just think that's where we are right now with this, sweetie. It's just, I see his feelings, but anything else you want to tell? He's exhausted of me and the story. Honestly, Kat, I'm not ever going to be cruel intentionally. I don't want to hurt anybody, but I really think that's it. I think this whole thing is difficult. And let me tell you, I was dating a man on and off for 4 years. Now, he was Hispanic. He's from Honduras, and he doesn't speak English, and I don't speak Spanish. Now, admittedly, 80% of communication is nonverbal. And the other and 10% is facial expressions and intonations, and only 10% of it is actual language. But I want to tell you, it got exhausting sometimes. Even when things were perfect and going well between us, it was exhausting. That extra 10% was just, it was tiring, I won't lie. And so you put a continent and an ocean between you like you guys have got going right now. Yeah, I can understand it. I'm not taking sides, please. I'm not taking sides. I'm just saying I feel like that's part of this situation, is how hard that's been, that element in the distance between you has been. Well, Kat, I feel like this is a conflicting answer for me. This is a no, and this is a possibly moving, and but I feel in the context of the cards that it came out with, I'm going to say at this moment, probably not. You know, I can't give you I didn't get a strong yes or a strong no, but to me, this looks like I would just have to label it most likely not. Anything else you want to say for Kat? Yes, please do, Kat. Let me know, because I'm a bit invested with your situation now. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, thank you. I ask anything else you want to say to Kat? Yes. So, Chill was channeling this card. Chill was channeling this card. Get on with your bad self. Get on with your good self. Live independent. This is the Nine of Pentacles, is the I'm single and free to pursue card. I'm liberated. I am getting on with my life. I take care of myself. I don't need anyone. I'm on my own. I got my money. I got my act together here. Spirit is saying, you do this, Kat. You do this. You keep going on, girl. Yep, that I love tarot. Look at this. Because preparation, progress, foresight, enterprise, expansion, and overseas opportunity. Now, don't get stuck on the overseas opportunity. I know where your mind's going to go. But this means basically you make plans. You make plans for you. You make plans for you. Take care of you. And and you'll have victory. Yeah. You'll have victory. We've talked about this a million times. Fill your own cup, right? And I'm going to say it again. I have to say it every time with you. You're over here telling the story of what, I got to say it again for everybody listening too. If you're stuck in telling the story of what is, you're never going to get what you want. You got to tell the story of what you want as if it already is. So that's all I'm going to say about that tonight. You channeled that, didn't you? See, you did. Did you know that you were channeling that, Jill? You did. Because your comment was posting probably about the same time I was asking that question and pulling that card. So you sure did. I love that. Flow and ride the waves. Yes, amen to that. Well, Kat, I'm fingers crossed. I mean, I don't know. I won't. Like I said, all I can give you there, it's not a clear yes or no. We have free will. And what do you know about free will, Kat? Get busy getting happy. What's your point of attraction? All that good stuff that we talk about every time we're here, right? Changes daily. Awesome. Loving hearing that. Barno, I'm sorry, just catching up on some comments here. Yes, my free readings slots, I can't even talk tonight, have already been filled, Barno. However, I will answer that question in general terms because we were just talking about that, and I do almost every time I come on here discuss this. Oh, Chill, I have to say that out loud. Chill saying, you can drown in the waves or surf them to victory and all in between. Have fun. I love it. That's a more modern version of, wait a minute, let me get this right. And Barno, I'll come back to you in a second. What is the saying? Oh, shoot, I can't remember the first part of it, but it's about dancing in the rain. Y'all remember the first part of that? Put it in the comments, because darn if I can. Okay, Barno is saying, hi, can you please help me? I am stuck for years in one situation. Why am I not able to change anything? Barno, because of what I was just saying. First of all, educate yourself. Start watching videos about law of attraction. I recommend Abraham Hicks. Also Joe Dispenza. He's got a little bit more scientific approach to that. I love Abraham Hicks. So binge watch those videos. There's probably about, I don't know, 1 million of them here on YouTube. Binge watch that, because two things. You have, rewind, I've already talked about this tonight with somebody else. You're creating your life with your thoughts. And so the more, you don't need those on for this, the more you, yes, I noticed you. I don't always, because the chat goes pretty fast sometimes, but I do. Chill saying, I recommend, Bill, you're funny. I think you said that before. I keep forgetting to look him up. Okay, so you create your world with your thoughts. Even though they're subconscious thoughts, you're still creating your world. So when you're stuck over here in a situation, especially for years, it just means that you've got a subconscious thought or pattern that's on a gerbil wheel in your brain, and you're putting it out there whether you're conscious and aware of it or not. And it can be, I don't know what your situation is, because that would require a private reading, I guess I could do one more super chat if you wanted to do that. But in general terms, it's the same answer. You apply it to your situation. For example, the person I was speaking with earlier, talking about relationships. If you have, in this particular case, I think it was Nancy, her partner, sorry, it's starting to get to me, y'all. Now when I talk a while, I start coughing. Her partner, there had been a third party. Her partner had gone outside their relationship and entertained someone else. Yes. Thank you, Nancy. And somewhere, and I was saying to Nancy, somewhere in, because every person has 50%. You're not a victim. You can go through life thinking you're a victim, but you're not. So things are not just happening to you. You are drawing things to you. So you are a point of attraction. You are a magnet for things. So what frequency is your magnet vibrating at? And yes, I know it is not proper English to end your sentence with a preposition, but hopefully my teacher will forgive me. So at what vibrational frequency are you vibrating? Because that is what's going to determine what you're pulling in. If you're continuing to focus on this situation that keeps repeating itself over here, or that you're stuck in, you can never get the thing that you want. You will stay stuck here forever. And I'm not meaning to be depressive here, but that's how energy works. Everything is energy, and we're talking about energy here. You are an energy being, and you're vibrating at a frequency. Okay, good, Kat. I know it hurts, baby. Gosh, I do know. I fully know. Anyway, back to the conversation, Barno. So you, again, think of yourself as a magnet, and what determines what you're attracting to you in your life is coming from what you're thinking in your mind, conscious or subconscious. Because you're putting that, as Joe Dispenza likes to say, every thought you have is an electrical charge that goes out into the quantum field and it's manifested the moment it goes out there. in the quantum field. So what brings it back to you is your emotions and your thought. Your emotions basically is the magnet. So if you're over here feeling I can't have, this thing keeps happening to me over and over again. Oh, hey, Liam, I haven't seen you in a minute. You're just going to get more of that. The universe is saying, this universe is a universe of exclusively and only law of attraction. So if you're focusing on this thing that you don't want, you're going to get more of this thing you don't want. You have to focus on the thing that you do want. You have to let go of that and start feeling good and start living in the end, as I say. It was not my saying, I didn't create it, but living in the end of things as you want them, as you envision the good, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish in your life. Because you'll never get there as long as you're over here stuck in this energy. I can't, I don't, I'm not, and again, I don't know what your situation is, but it's about law of attraction. So if you're here, another analogy I use or example is if you're over here, whatever your situation is, and that I'm never going to get out of here, I'm stuck, is vibrating at a frequency of 500 hertz. And the dream that you want is over here at 1500 hertz. Well, you're not going to get it because you've got to be the same vibration as the thing you're wanting. That's essentially, that's the short answer, not so short, not short at all answer to that question, Barnard. Nancy's saying, how do you love in the end? Nancy, at some point in your life, you know what love feels like. You know what love feels like. Now, if your mind goes to that associating love with that person, then you have to disassociate. You have to find a way, something, maybe you've got a pet. How does it feel to you when your pet, for example, cats, if you've got a cat and you're sitting there and your cat's in your lap and you're comfy in your home, maybe you just had a really nice dinner, I don't know, maybe you got a little glass of wine and you're watching some TV and your cat's sitting in your lap and purring loudly and you're petting your cat. What does that love feel like to you? It's a feeling. You've got to feel it. Focus on something that you can associate with that has a positive connotation of love. Not that person who just broke your heart, for sure. That'll just keep you over there. The best way to do it is to go general. Focus on something completely unrelated and get happy. Because I'm not going to go into it tonight. I'm kind of... I've got to make some videos because I can't keep talking about this same thing over and over every night. I've got to make videos so I can refer y'all to those videos and help more people. But anyway, what was I even saying? Oh yeah, Nancy. So find something that has nothing to do with romantic love, for example. Something you can get happy about. You know, when I need a boost, I listen to happy music only. I have a playlist that's happy, my happy playlist. Watch comedic skits or something that's, and cut yourself off from anything that pulls you down and your mood down. No, don't watch news. Don't talk to those people that pull you down, all that stuff. You have to be in control of your energy. Nobody else is going to do that for you. So that's short answer. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, how do you live in the end? Why? Well, you use visualization. You use feelings. There's lots of examples out there. Law of manifestation. Start watching those videos, and you'll pick up more and more as you watch them. There you go. Cheryl is saying even the CIA released papers, files, dossiers. I have a hard time with that word. Dossiers. I can't say that word tonight. on how to do these practices and systems. Yes, it's energy, y'all. It's energy. That's right. They hook people up to brain scans, and all that kind of good stuff. Yeah. It's electric signals. That's why Joe Dispenza kind of sticks with the science of it all. Well, I love that, Michael. That's true. My life became less complicated when I stopped wanting things. Well, that's the Buddhist way, is saying that's the thing that brings us suffering, is attachment to things. And things can be outcomes too, emotions, and not just physical things. So that's one way to do it for sure. Chill, you would be devil's advocate here. You making me work hard tonight, Jill. Just saying, what if you don't have a cat or a dog, huh? Well, find something that makes you happy. I don't know. Maybe you have a fish tank. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's soaking in a long, warm bath and having a glass of wine. Or maybe it's, excuse me, some people love rain, going sitting outside under your porch roof on a rainy day. Whatever thing that it is for you that elevates your mood. Oh, well, you're welcome, Barno. My pleasure. Thank you for asking, for being here, first of all, and for asking the question. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Ray Lynn, congratulations. Ray is saying, I just found out I'm pregnant. Hoo-yah, that's beautiful news. How blessed to be bringing a person into the planet, another soul, using your body as a vehicle to have an experience here on earth. That's big news. Oh my God, Jay-Z. Wow, you're going to make me cry. That's so sweet. Oh yeah, Nancy, I get that. If you're, yeah, you're Chinese, if you're a rooster, that wouldn't be it. Yes, Gia, I am a teacher. I don't teach school. I'm a meditation and spiritual teacher. So yes. Well, Chill, I know, right? Chill is, I love that. Chill's saying there's something to be said about these Buddhist Indians living in seclusion in a cave at the top of a mountain. Maybe they have transcended the material. And you know what? Maybe they have. However, that's not real life. I mean, I'm not, nothing against them, please. I'm not saying that at all. I think there are times when we really all want to escape and go to that mountain cave. I'm telling you, I know I have my moments too. However, enlightenment to me is more about, yeah, you might go to the mountaintop, but the harder path is to come back off that mountaintop down here into everyday life, because everyday life really is your spiritual training ground. That's the harder path. Nancy saying yes. Oh, goodness. Well, thank you, Nancy. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. I try. All right, guys. Well, I guess nobody else has another spiritual, esoteric, or metaphysical question, a general one. Mr. Ben, did I miss your question, or do you want to disclose that? What information? I don't think that regards an answer. That is, corporal punishment is verging on political talk, and we don't do that here on this channel. We don't discuss religion or politics here. Everybody's entitled to their own beliefs and opinions. Yes, Nancy, dreams do have a meaning. Now, I'm not an expert on that subject. I think it's a couple of things. I think that there are many who believe they're just a way of your subconscious brain processing while you sleep. There are others who believe that it's another part of you, because you're not just a physical being. You have all these layers that you can't necessarily see all of them with your naked eye vision, with your current, this vision. I know, yes, Kat saying I dreamt often with my dead aunt. Yep, that's the easiest way that deceased loved ones can contact us is in our dreams. That's when the veil, that's just easier because it is, I won't go there. But anyway, back to Nancy's question. So I think it's partly processing. Partly, though, however, as I was going to say, we are multi-layered beings. We're not just a physical body. We have layers of an emotional layer, astral layer, an energetic layer, and so there is a part of us that goes to another place when we sleep to learn in a different plane. Let me put it like that. It is so hard to remember dreams. Boy, I had a very vivid one this past week, and I am very curious because if it means what I think it did, it's going to be interesting around here soon. Yes, it will be interesting. Thank you, Kevin. All right, guys. Well, I guess that's it for me. I guess it's a wrap tonight. I think I've done, I have done all the readings. I'm going to get on out of here, and I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon. Not sure what time. I get here when I get here, right? It's kind of the advantage of being where I am in life. It's plus, I will add, and this is not in any way a complaint, these readings take a lot of energy. So I have to have some recuperation between them, and I don't know when that magic moment will come always. Caesar, hello. Well, what time zone are you in, Caesar? Good night, Jay-Z. Thank you for that. Yes, they do, yeah. Takes a minute. Takes more than 1 minute some days, right? Lots of minutes some days. For sure. All right, guys. Well, thank you again. I'm just going to sign off. I guess I don't see any more questions or anything. Thank you guys for being here. I'll be back. Fingers crossed and the creek don't rise, as we say here in the Deep South. And I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon, most likely. Past life regression through a dream. Is that a... Caesar, I think you were typing your questions as I was saying that. Tomorrow afternoon. I don't know exactly what time. I don't know, maybe 2-ish. I don't know what time zone are you in. Nicker, happy birthday. Yes, a very happy birthday wish going to you, Nicker, wherever you are. Yes, and many more. I can't sing, I won't dare. When my kids were younger and we would be going somewhere in the car and the radio was playing and I'd try to sing to the radio, my kids would say, Mom, please don't sing. I fortunately have other talents. Singing is just not one of them. Oh, you're saying you had a past life regression through a dream. Well, that is interesting because I've done past life regression, but I've never associated that with a dream. But why not? Of course, that information is there in the other plane. Of course, it would be available. So that's cool. Yeah, that's very cool. Why not, right? It's just a different timeline, basically. It's all happening at the same time. Yep. Okay, guys, I'm going to say goodnight. I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon sometime. I don't know when, but ish, 2-ish maybe. Okay. Okay, guys, unless something comes up. See you then, everybody. Wishing you sweet dreams for those of you who are in nighttime like me. Good night, Jacqueline. My mother's spirit appeared. Kevin is saying my mother's spirit appeared to me 4 years after her death. Well, that's right, Kevin. They absolutely can. In your dreams or in your waking, they can certainly come to you in meditation. They can come to you. They are with you anyway. We talked about that earlier tonight, I think, before you got here. Nancy, it's my pleasure. I wish you so much healing and love. I'm sending you a big hug. I know you're going through it, sweetie. I know it. My heart's off to you. I'm healing too, so, you know, I'm a little further along on the healing scale. I'm just a little ahead of you, that's all. Okay, beautiful people, I'm wishing you a good night. Sweet dreams to you all. Bye.